Hi, my name is Kristen, and if you follow any of my videos, I am an intuitive healer, and intuition is a huge part of my business because I allow the universe to come in and down and give me messages for people. I am very, very cautious about ever writing a narrative for someone. I do get messages, but it's usually about the healing of their body and of the past and of the potential that they have. And Taylor and I were hiking today, and she was talking about her experience of going to actually an intuitive person just for some guidance in her life. And so we kind of came upon this great aha moment. So
I was sharing with Kristen how I saw this intuitive, more psychic medium, and she had a lot of really wonderful things and nuggets to share with me, which were helpful and things that I have since integrated. However, there were also some things and messages that she shared that were predicting things to come in my future. And part of it was a message of there being someone or something for me in Sedona. And I was sharing how I just got back from my 5-day solo trip there. And it was interesting because I had kind of a lot of anxiety leading up to it, because when you are told something's going to happen, you create these expectations and these attachments, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be my future, and you almost want to make sure that you're doing everything right and being in the right place at the right time. And I was told that I was going to meet somebody specific. And so I went to Sedona knowing full well that like I could leave disappointed or it could happen. But regardless, I was kind of going on this merry-go-round of all these different emotions of what is it that I'm going to experience. And so, after day 3, I kind of hit this low point because I realized, oh, this is not actually coming to fruition, and I'm going to probably go back to Phoenix and not have this said thing take place. And I noticed just how, the disappointment, the embarrassment in a sense, like I got my hopes up and felt a little foolish for believing in this advice. So just the whole gamut of different emotions took place. But then I reached this beautiful space of letting go of expectations and attachments. And so I love intuitive healers, and I think a lot of people have their different gifts. And so no knock on that. I think it's beautiful that God has given us these different lights and angels to help in guiding. I think the part that I took as a lesson is just to be aware not to set expectations or attachments, and recognize that we live in a world of plenty and of abundance. And so, someone might give a nugget of this might happen or this might happen. However, no one's really sure or set on what that's going to look like or how it's going to unfold. And so I think just trusting that we can't do anything wrong. So like me not being in the right place at a right time is not going to mean I'm missing out on something of my future or something's going to go wrong. Like that is in itself a mentality of scarcity and of lack. And so just recognize that, we can step into and we can follow messages, but do so in a way where it's recognizing our abundance and our infinite abilities to experience life in all different ways, and things are going to show up that aren't expected, and really that's where the gift lies. And so really, and then also trust yourself. Like I noticed that for myself, I go into my daily meditation and I recognize that my life doesn't need to be handed to me by a medium or by these different messages. I have the beauty and the gift of being able to go within and knowing my own intuition of what my life looks like for Taylor, and then surrender the rest to the gifts that God has in store for me. So yeah, it's like, take it, but then also take it with a sense of letting go of expectations and attachments, and know that we are in abundance, and there's no right or wrong or having to figure anything out as well.
I love that. Thank you. And so, I loved how she said that, people come into our lives. I had many, prior to me getting into this business, I had just almost random people come into my life and tell me like, you're going to be healing people. You're going to be doing this. You're going to be doing that. And I was like, what? And it was a beautiful message. It got my mind open. But I was like, when is this going to happen? Oh my gosh, do I have to quit my job? And I would go around in circles. And so now staying in this place now where I'm at now, and like Taylor said, and allowing those gifts to give me guidance, but also knowing that I am right where I'm supposed to be, and that all I need to do is trust that each step that I am going to have to take in my life will be presented in front of me because I'm asking for that. And so I love the book, The Surrender Experiment. And it is a beautiful book where he actually surrendered. Why am I forgetting his name now? Michael Michael Singer, sorry. And it's a beautiful book of surrendering to the moment. Ask for guidance, and allow, and be open to the awareness of how things present themselves in our lives. Like Taylor said, she went to Sedona and but she let go of the expectation, and what she got was a beautiful experience without attachment, and it ended up being more amazing than she thought. So walk into the wonder and the mystery of life and start to live from a place of asking. And when you ask, you shall receive, and be open to hearing in ways that you never thought that you would actually hear. So thank you. All right.
Thanks.